everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope I have the camera correct. I'm trying something different because I don't like the way my videos look. But anyways, I wanted to come on because a couple of weeks back, I bought this collection here that's called She Said Yes. And this is from Decorate Your Life. It's a beautiful collection. Here's her plug. Decorate Your Life. She's here on YouTube and she has an Etsy shop, and I purchased this from her. Now, I really wanted to make something because it's wedding themed. And what I did was I made another corset album, and I hope I'm all in frame, but I used the Anna Griffin Create Crop 10. I used the Corset die from that album, from that class. And these are the dies that I used. And I wanted to show you, the kit came with quite a bit of things. And it was more of like a pinkish look. And I wanted to bring out the browns in the collection. So I used what I had on hand. This did come from the kit. I used the ribbon I had on hand. I used this beautiful lace that I got in a D-stash. Kim Reed, I buy a lot of stuff from her, and she's doing another great D-stash. I just bought some stuff from her. When I get it, I'll come on and I'll show you. She has garage sale pricing, is what she calls it, and it is beyond garage sale. I'm very fortunate to have found her because I bought a lot of stuff in my craft room through her, and she's very organized. Her stuff comes beautifully packed and very well kept. So anyways, let's get back into this. So I used this ribbon. I got this ribbon at Joann's before Joann's was going out of business. It matched perfect with the lace, and so I went ahead and used that in the front here. This I had in my stash, this ribbon here. And what I did was, Anna Griffin shows this album kind of as a, it doesn't have holes here or anything. You basically use this die to attach it to the front of the page. I had an example, but I put it away. But yeah, I'm sure you've seen a lot of her albums that show that. And I made one actually for someone that I need to send off. But this paper was so pretty. I did use this archival ink by Ranger. This one is called Coffee. I use that to ink the edges to make it come out more brown. And it was very hard for me to cover up the pages because this paper, if you get this collection, I'm sure she still has it available. This is stunning. Like, when I tell you, this paper is beautiful, the camera does not do the justice. So anywho, I went ahead and made some little folios so that you could put your pictures in here and not really have to cover up the paper. On some of them I did, like this one here, I went ahead, left the car hanging out, and I put a page for a photo there. Also, I did it here, and then here I made another folio. And you can get 4 pictures in here as well. I didn't put any ephemera on here yet, but I did on the other one. So I used that beautiful lace here and that ribbon. I might go back and put like a little something on there. Then I went ahead and did the same thing here. I just think it's just so pretty. It really is pretty. And I'm hoping I'm getting it all in frame. Maybe that's better. I have a new setup and it's really hard. There we go. So I added these rings here, and I forgot to mention that. And I use the, it's from KF's Crafts, and it's a storybook die. I use them, these two here. And it works great. I've done that little binding method with a lot of albums that I do. So here again, I didn't ink the ephemera. I kind of left the ephemera to stand out. I was lucky enough to find this paper which matches perfectly with the collection in my stash, and I'm almost positive I got this at Joann's, or it's Stampin' Up. This one I didn't do anything on. I just kind of left it there. And this one I did another folio. So this one here has to add pictures on it. And I did the lace that the ribbon that I did around to close it up. I used it to put it here. And then the back is just one of her pages that came in the collection representing the pink. So that is my album that I made and I created with the collection She Said Yes. And now I want to show you something that I learned from another YouTuber. Let me know what you think about the album. But I want to show you something. Now, we all have scraps, and especially these pages here, because they are, I believe they're 8 by 8. So, you know, when you're cutting it, you have certain amounts left. Now, I have a lot of the collection left, but what I did with my scraps, I learned on here on YouTube. I pasted them all together on a 110 8.5 by 11 sheet. And I'm going to make cards. And I'm going to show you something that I did with a card that I made just using scraps. And here is part of what was left on the actual paper that I used. So this is the card that I made. So I have this die. This die is right here because I'm making another one. This is the outline of the card that I just showed you, which is this one here. Isn't that beautiful? And I have now cut out, since I had to cut out, I had to cut these out to do that card. This is a leftover because I used the pink outline from her paper line. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to go around and make another card, and I'm going to use this as part of her ephemera, and I'm going to pop that up on there. Now, this card came out of paper just like this. This particular girl here came from her little plugs, and so did this. So did this one. This one also came from her plugs, which is this. So she had a bigger one. I don't know what was on there. I can't remember. So I took it out and I pasted it sort of like in the middle of the paper. And then I just paper pieced all the way around. And then I used that die to cut it up, and it looks stunning. Absolutely stunning. I'm going to send this to somebody that adores this style, shabby chic. She adores it. So I know she'll be happy when she sees this card. Anybody would appreciate it would be her. So I'm going to send that out along with some stuff that I created. But this is another one of her plugs that I got from here. And I just put it behind one of the ephemera. And I'm going to go ahead and make this other card. And I am going to do that and make another card from basically the scraps. So this is all scraps, but you can't tell because I glued it all together. And I think it's just so great. I wish I knew. I don't remember the lady here. Sorry for the crinkle. Here on the YouTube channel. I don't remember her name. But I got the idea from her. And I was just like blown away when I seen that she had made something creating out of her scraps. And she did a whole folio from all the scraps that she had. And I'm going to do the same with this card that remains leftover from cutting out just with my scraps. So I just think that it's a wonderful idea. It's a wonderful idea to do that and not even know that it came from that. I just think it's just the greatest idea anybody could have came out with. So I'm going to do that with this one too, and I'll come back on later on maybe and show you how it turned out. But anyways, let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.